Hi, I'm Barbara. Welcome to this week's episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go. And this week we're going to make some paper flowers. And you can make your paper flowers and you can put them in a vase, or you can make a little toilet paper roll vase, or you can just give them to mom like this, or put them in a arrangement for your room. But to start with, you're going to get in your kit a couple of pages of circles, and I'll make them different colors so you can make different colors of flowers. I think today we will make a blue flower, and you should also receive some leaves and some straws, some yellow paper, and a stick of the self-adhesive double-sided, so that we can make this like double-sided tape. Right now it's not sticky, but it will be when we peel it. So to start with, you want to cut out your circles. It takes 2 circles for each flower, and you'll notice that the circles are different sizes. Okay, so I have 2 circles cut out, one a little bit smaller than the other, and I'm also going to cut out my leaves. You will have 1 leaf for each flower, and you will have 1 of these for each flower, and 2 circles. So the first thing you want to do is fold your circle in half, and then fold it in half again. Press down where you folded it, and take your scissors and cut pieces of pie. So you'll cut in about that far, and then divide that pie in half and cut it again. Now I've got 4. I'm going to cut 1 more set of slashes in here. Not all of my cuts are at the same place, because you don't want to run into where you actually cut a piece out. You're just making slits in this. Also, where the folds are, you want to cut. Okay, so now I'm going to open this up, and I have a circle of fringed petals. Now I'm going to straighten this out. Now take a pencil and curl the sides of your circle around backwards. Use your thumb, push down on it, and just use your pencil to help curl the edges of the paper backwards. And we're going to do the same thing to the other circle. We're going to fold it in half, and then fold it again, and then cut pieces of pie, and make 2 more cuts, and then cut in between each one. Don't go all the way to the other cut, because you don't want to cut a piece out of your circle. Now I've opened this one and I realized that I hadn't cut the fold, so I'm going to cut in where the fold is, and cut in where the fold is. And I'll take my pencil and do the same thing to this one, where I bend the edges of the circle back around the pencil. Now, I'm ready to assemble my flower. And the first thing I do is I find that center of the folds, and on one of the cuts, go all the way to the center. So I've cut it all the way to the center, just right there. Now I'm going to take this double-sided adhesive and I'm going to cut a piece off, just a little piece, and I'm going to peel it so that I have stickiness on one side. So you peel the paper off, you just go to a corner and bend it a little bit, and if you can't get it, have mom or dad help you. Then feel which side is sticky. The paper came off and I've got a sticky side here. So I tend to do this right-handed, so I'm going to put my sticky paper on the left-hand side of the cut, okay? Then I will peel the top piece off, and that leaves a shiny place where the stickiness is. And I'm going to take the cut side of my flower, fold it over, and just start rolling it. And as I roll it, it goes around, ends up being kind of a cone shape. As I roll it, keep rolling until you get it all the way around, and it picks up that stickiness and sticks to itself and ends up being a cone shape. Then take your fingers and kind of separate the petals out so that they are like that. We're going to do the same thing to the other one. I need to find, look, I've got a place where I didn't cut, so I'm going to cut on the fold, and then I want to take one of the fold cuts all the way to the middle, okay? And I'm going to take another piece of my sticky tape and peel it back so that I have adhesive. I have to feel and see which side of it is sticky because it's really hard to tell. Okay, that's the paper right there. I'm throwing it away. So I'm going to curl it this way. So I'm putting my tape on this side because I'm going to start folding on this side. So again, you strip the other paper off and you've got a shiny piece of adhesive there. And you start rolling on the other side and just keep rolling it, and you're rolling it around. See how I'm rolling it? So that it goes around and around. And I keep it tight because I don't want it to get too big. And when I'm done, it went all the way around, and then I can fluff that out and find the center because they go different directions. Now I have two pieces like this, and one is shorter than the other. So I will take this one and I will cut another piece of adhesive and peel it so I've got a sticky side sticky. So I'm going to use this on this part and then take the paper off, and I've got stickiness. You can see it's shiny and sticky. And I'm going to take this and stick it down in the center of the other one. And then peel it back again so that I've got the petals directed different ways. So now I have a very nice flower, and I'm going to make the center of the flower now. So this piece of paper, we're going to take and just cut like a fringe in it. Just keep cutting, oh, a more than halfway. See, I'm cutting fringe there. Keep cutting all the way. Just as close as you can cut without cutting it out. Okay, so now I've got this, and I need one more piece of adhesive. And I'll get the sticky on this. Okay, that's the paper and this is the sticky. So I'm going to put that right at the end of this and peel the top paper off. So I have stickiness there. And I'm going to go to the other end and just start rolling it as tight as I can get it. And just keep rolling it. Till you're at the end, and where you put the sticky, it should make it stay. So then you can fluff this out a little bit and put another piece of the adhesive on the outside at the bottom of this yellow sticky thing. All right, this yellow, at the bottom of this yellow part of the flower. I believe these are called stamens. Okay, and after you get your tape on, then you pull the paper off. Now I've got a sticky thing at the bottom of these stamens. I am going to find the center of my flower and stick the piece with the stamens down in the flower. Then I have a flower. Now, I need another piece of the self-adhesive, and I am going to put that on the outside of the flower so that it is sticky. And then I will, now that it's sticky, I can put it down in the straw. So I have a flower on a stem. The leaf that I cut out, I am going to put the rest of my self-adhesive tape on it. And I'm putting it along there in an up and down pattern. And the reason I'm doing that is it's going to have more stickiness to grab hold of. And right here, my straw is one of the bendy straws, so I'm going to stick it to the straw below where the bendy is, so that it goes like that. If you don't have a bendy straw, you got a regular straight straw, just put it anywhere you want. But I thought this way it looks like the flower is a natural flower. So you just put it in your vase, and there you go. And that's it for this week's episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go, and we'll see you next week.